Hello Aquarius, welcome back to the channel. This is Independent Tarot, and today I'll be doing a general reading for the sign of Aquarius. I am an Aquarius as well, for those of you who like to have a reader read your sign who shares the same qualities and things of that nature as you. At least some of them, right? Because we have different placements in our chart, and that's where we all differ. Obviously we differ because we're all individuals as well, but you guys know what I mean. For those of you who know astrology, you know what I mean. But let's go ahead and jump right into it, Aquarius. Spirit, what messages do you have for the sign of Aquarius, please? Messages for the sign of Aquarius, please, Spirit. Aquarius, you have the Ten of Staffs in reverse. This is about some sort of benefit, something going your way, something that you're able to benefit from that you may be doing right now. You could also be receiving some sort of profit from whatever this is, okay? I feel like you guys are greatly improving at the moment. But there could be something that is very temporary, some sort of temporary gain, some sort of momentarily advantage. So what I get from this is that there's something that you're doing right now, Aquarius, something that you're working on that you have to continue to focus on, because if you're not focused on it, then it'll all just be temporary, and it'll seem like it wasn't even worth the amount of time that, you know, you've already put in. So I would say to continue to ride the wave. Hopefully that makes sense. Ride the wave of whatever you're doing right now. Something's working for you, so continue to do it. All right. Clarify this Ten of Staffs. You guys have the Five of Cups, Aquarius. This is about love or lack thereof. Okay, so I do feel like, you know, you're feeling like in your love life, there is someone who is around you that, or not necessarily around you, but just someone in your energy, someone that you're dealing with who you don't really trust the love. You don't believe that the love is real, okay? You feel like the friendship, because I mean, we can be friends with our lovers. It's honestly smart to be friends with your lover. But you feel like the friendship lacks meaning. So when the friendship lacks meaning, the love relationship or the romantic relationship tends to lack as well. So I do feel like, you know, although you're improving in one area of your life, which is, you know, with this Ten of Staffs in reverse, there is still another area, which is your love life, where you may be having or maybe experiencing some sort of regret right now, Aquarius. But still, again, there's inheritance here with this Five of Cups. So that inheritance brings me right back to this Ten of Staffs in reverse. You guys are definitely benefiting right now from something else, from some sort of improvement that you're making in your life. There will be something to come from this. So even though, you know, one thing may be going downhill, something else is looking up. If you just focus on what that is, whatever that is that's looking up for you, whatever that is that's going well for you, if you continue to focus on that, I feel like, you know, whatever this lack of love here that you may be experiencing, it will either fall out of place or fall into place, okay? Clarify this Five of Cups, please, Spirit. Clarify the Five of Cups, please, for the Aquarius. So you guys got the Magician, Aquarius. Now, this is about your creativity. So if you're anything like me right now, creativity is important at the moment. And this may be what's bringing you this improvement in your life. You being creative, you relying on yourself, you having this strong sense of self-confidence and mastering your skills, okay? So whatever you guys are working on, I feel like this could have to do with your career, some sort of hobby, business venture, just anything that allows you to be your creative self, Aquarius. Whatever you're doing, honey, continue to master it. Like I said, this wouldn't be the time to give up, because everything will just seem temporary. You know what I mean? Like, people won't believe you if you don't keep going for what it is that you're aiming for. So remain self-confident. If you're not feeling that self-confidence, find a way to gain that self-confidence, and try as much as possible, try to rely on yourself. I mean, obviously, if you have to rely on others for whatever reason, do that. But if you can get it done yourself, most of it, do that. Okay? Clarify this Magician, please, Spirit, for the Aquarius. What is this Magician card, please, Spirit? What is this about? What is it that the Aquarius needs to focus on at the moment? So you guys got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you may be lacking ambition. If this isn't you, this could be someone in your energy, Aquarius, but obviously this could be some of you as well, feeling like, you know, even though you're doing something and what you're doing is bringing you some sort of benefit in some way or another, your ambition is lacking, and that may be why this could all turn out to be something temporary for you. Okay, so you have to build back up your ambitious spirit, just like you have to build up that confidence. You have to continue to remind yourself, okay, affirmations. Let yourself know that you are great. You can do all things. Like you have it. You have the Midas touch, honey. Don't forget who you are. Remind yourself who you are. Remind yourself that you are the one. There is no two. There is no three. It doesn't exist. You are the one. It's all on you. And I feel like that will help you to change whatever energy you may be feeling right now that's causing this lack of ambition. Okay? Don't get lazy. Don't get too full of yourself, because I do see that here as well. There's like a conceited energy, somebody who is receiving a lot of flattery at the moment. So you can't allow that to take you off of your square, or take you off of your path, rather. Understand that you have to keep going. And it's not that, you know, you don't need to pay it any attention when people are complimenting you, or people are saying things to you that make you feel good. It's not a problem with it. It's just that you can't allow that to stop you. Like, you know, there are certain things that happen that can slow us down. Not necessarily stop us, but slow us down. Like, say for instance, you're walking in a mall. This is an example, guys. You're walking in the mall, right? And as you're walking in the mall, even though we go to the mall to shop, let's say you only had so much money and you knew what you were going for, but as you're walking, you see some shiny pair of earrings, right? In a store, and it catches your attention, and this slows you down. Okay? Now you've forgotten the whole purpose of why you're even there in the first place. Excuse me, I'm stumbling over my words because I'm trying to get this out right. You've forgotten why you're even in the mall in the first place. What was your sole purpose? Your sole purpose was to take this amount of money out and get this item, right? And then you saw these shiny earrings sitting in the case, and it's like in the display case, and it's like, well, you know what I mean? So that's like a distraction in a way. So as it pertains to your work right now, right? Or whatever you're doing that is improving who you are, and maybe even your financial status, understand that you're gonna get a lot of attention because of this. People are watching. They're watching you upgrade in life. Okay? And because they're watching, they're also commenting. They're also, you know, complimenting. So they're giving off their energy in a strong way, but you cannot allow that to distract you. So find a balance is what I'm trying to say. Find a balance between acknowledging the support and maintaining the natural flow of whatever it is that you're doing. Like, don't get distracted with the flattery is what I'm trying to say here, Aquarius, okay? Stay focused. Clarify this Eight of Pentacles in reverse, please, Spirit. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, please, Spirit. It's way too many cards. It's not way too many. I take that back. Sorry, guys. So we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. We also have the Three of Swords in reverse. The Temperance card. Some of you guys could be dealing with the Sagittarius. And then we have the Page of Cups in reverse. So, feel like there's something here, Aquarius, that you're failing to recognize. And this could have to do with what I just explained, you know, that you could be allowing people, places, or things to distract you in some way when there's a whole goal here that needs your entire attention, okay? Like your undivided attention is what I mean. I just saw 11:11 on the clock, guys. Not on the clock, on the timestamp for this video. So I do feel like you're failing to recognize what's really important right now. Like, some of you may be being illogical, and if it's not you being illogical, then obviously this could be someone else in your energy, Aquarius, who is failing to recognize something here. You would know, obviously, you know, I'm not there to be able to pinpoint exactly what it is, but either you or someone else is having a hard time recognizing what's important at the moment. Okay, someone's being extremely illogical and unrealistic, all right? Possibly even wasting time in some way. They could be wasting your time, or you could be wasting time. The Three of Swords in reverse represents a distraction, which once again is clarification for what I was just explaining to you guys. You guys are doing so good at the moment. You're improving so well at the moment. You're benefiting, you're profiting. Everything that you touch is turning to gold, right? But, and yes, there's a but you tend to get distracted. So with that, Aquarius, you literally have to once again find some sort of balance between continuing to acknowledge the support, but also maintaining the goal, or focusing on the goal rather. Okay, I do feel like whatever distraction you may be allowing to take your attention right now is something that feels confusing for you. This Three of Swords in reverse represents confusion as well as distraction. So I do feel like it's a confusing situation, and that's why it's got you so distracted, because you don't really know what to think. You know what I mean? If it was an easy situation to understand, then obviously you wouldn't get so distracted. But because it's not easy to understand, I think you're racking your brain with, what exactly is this? What do I do with this? Like, you know, you're really trying to figure out, or you're really trying to find clarity in a certain situation. And that clarity, that search for the clarity alone is distracting you from something else that you're doing that's very important and beneficial for you. Okay? So you may feel like something else that you're doing outside of what's benefiting you right now is a mistake. Like you may feel like you made a mistake getting yourself involved with this particular situation. Three of Swords in reverse also represents incompatibility. Whew. Bear with me, Aquarius. I don't know what's going on right now, why I can't get my words out. Goodness. I haven't gotten much sleep either, so that could have something to do with it. This has been a busy weekend, okay? And I haven't been able to sleep much. On top of that, you guys know I'm a mom, so I'm always busy. But I do feel like, you know, this whole distraction situation, what's got you feeling all confused, could have to do with the relationship, because incompatibility is here, and it may be that either you feel that you are incompatible with this person may feel like they're incompatible with you, or in general this is an incompatible energy between you two. Okay, so I do see you or this person alienating themselves from the other, and one or the other may also be experiencing anxiety from this, because it seems like a lot. I mean, obviously anything confusing could get the best of you, right? But this seems like a lot, and it's causing a lot of disorder in your life at the moment. All right, so what's being asked of you is that temperance energy, honey. It's time for you to slow down. Take your time with whatever it is that you're doing, but continue to do it. Okay, the only difference that you need to make right now is learning to do things in moderation, learning to have patience with yourself. Okay, gain some sort of self-control, because you're going to need that self-control right along with that self-confidence and that self-reliance. Like, you have to gain a sense of self right now. I feel like that's the most important thing for you right now, Aquarius, is to master self. Everything else, Page of Cups in reverse, temporary distraction. Okay, seduction, flattery. That's what the Page of Cups in reverse represents, right? So I do feel like whatever that situation was, or whatever the situation is that you are currently dealing with, or you were dealing with, that had you, or that left you feeling distracted and confused and even disorderly, it may not be much coming from it other than distraction, seduction, and flattery. Okay? So be patient with yourself. Love you first and foremost. You guys know that's like my motto. Like, for a while now, it's been this, I should have just named the channel self-love. It's been this self-love thing, because I know there are so many people, including myself. I'm not quite in the place that I once was, because for a while, you know, I allowed others to control the way I thought, control the way I responded and things of that nature, because I would get so deeply involved with humans, forgetting that I have a purpose, and my purpose here may not have anything to do with love. You know, if love happens, the real kind of love, the unconditional love, then hey, so be it. I am talking about a romantic love, an emotional love. If it happens, so be it. But I think we sometimes get so caught up in wanting to be loved that we forget to love ourselves. We forget that that's the best love that you can have. If you love you, everything else will fall into place. Spirit will send you your counterpart. Is it counterpart? Is that the right word? I don't know. Spirit will send you your partner. All right? But you have to take that time to love you, all of you, so that when your partner does come along, Aquarius, you'll know exactly what you want, and you won't settle for anything less than that. That way you don't have to worry about getting distracted and confused, because you'll know at that point, I want this, this, and this, and I'm not settling for anything less than that. There's a difference between settling and coming together, because, you know, obviously this person is not going to be 100% perfect, right? So you don't have to settle for them if they're not meeting your standards. But there are times where it's like, okay, they have this and this, but they're missing that. If whatever that is, if it's something simple, something small, something that can be worked upon, great, right? But if they're missing this, and that, nah, I say it's a no-go. Okay? So, most important thing for you guys right now is to continue to focus on self, continue to focus on your improvement, because whatever you're doing to improve on self, business, whatever it is that you're working on, Aquarius, that's going to bring you great abundance. That's going to bring you this life that you're wanting, so that you don't have to feel confused or distracted when you get involved with certain people in love or romantic situations, that sort of things. I always say love as if you can't love your neighbor, love your children, love your family, right? So I'm gonna have to say romantic love, because we know that's a different type of love between two people, two lovers, that sort of love, right? And that's really what you're wanting right now, but you keep finding people who aren't quite it. And no matter how many times you've bumped your head, it looks like you're still willing to bump it some more. So get to a point where you love you so much that it's like you can almost sense the BS coming. All right? I'm going to pull one more card. What else would you like me to tell the Aquarius? One last message. Well, 3 cards. I'm going to let this video go as long as it's going to go, Aquarius, because I just upgraded the speed on my internet and I should be able to upload a fairly long video, or else I'm going to be calling them back. And if I have to call them back, guess what? We're going to have a problem. So this video better upload pretty fast. We have the Wheel of Fortune, Aquarius. We also have the Page of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Ace of Staves. So this Wheel of Fortune is about your destiny, okay? You being fortunate, obviously. Something being fated here. There's something here to do with fate, your fate in particular. Now, this could have to do with what you've been working on. This could have to do with a relationship. This could have to do with many things. So that's up to you to determine and discern exactly what is fated here for you. But I do sense that there's an end of a problem approaching. If it hasn't already ended. For some of you, it could have already ended. You've already got your head on straight. You're already moving forward. You already realize that you don't want the distraction. You don't want the confusion. You don't want the disorder. You just want to rely on yourself, to continue to be creative. Okay, that magician energy, to continue to master your skills, master self-mastery, self-love, self-confidence, self-reliance, self-control. A lot of self. Get selfish, Aquarius. There's nothing wrong with being selfish. As long as you're doing it for the right reasons. You're doing it. I'm doing it. Okay, because I can only speak for myself. I am getting selfish because when the love of my life does come along, I want to be whole. Not just for him, but for myself as well. I want to know that I am okay with or without this person. I don't want to put so much energy into this person that I lose me. Okay, so I'm working on finding a balance between love and self-love. All right. There's something here that you're going to be working on from start to finish. You're not going to give up. Okay. You're not going to give up. So that whole temporary gain, momentarily advantage. I'm sorry. Momentary. Is it momentary or yeah, it's momentary. Don't laugh at me, guys. Don't laugh. I hear some of y'all laughing. Don't laugh at me. Okay. There is something that's going to work out from start to finish. Okay. You're going to complete something, most definitely. All right. You're fated to is what it looks like. This Page of Swords reveals an imposter. Page of Swords is in reverse, and there's going to be some sort of imposter who may be in your energy that's going to be revealed here. Okay, this is someone who may have an illness. This could be a health issue internally, or this could also be like mental illness. Okay, but this person is about to lose the power that they may have over you. Feel like all of that is being wrapped up. The end of a problem here with this Wheel of Fortune. They're about to lose all the power that they once had in this situation. Okay, and I don't think they're prepared for it. It's unfortunate. It looks like they're completely unprepared for it, actually, Aquarius. However, this Ace of Staves is here, and this is letting you guys know that your creation, whatever it may be, it could be that you guys, some of you guys have created a child, okay? You have a child on the way, or there's a newborn baby around, or it could be your grown child. Not so much grown, I mean, it could be your young child, right? But there is something that you've created. It doesn't have to be a child. Let me just be clear. It doesn't have to be a child at all. It could just be the creation of something that you're doing, business, something, anything, right? But I just said child because this does represent the birth of a child. So some of you could be giving birth to a child, or recently have given birth to a child, right? So you're going to gain some sort of inheritance from your creation. There's going to be something to come about that's going to feel like a new adventure. It's going to take you places that you probably never thought that you would go, right? So continue to work. Continue to work, Aquarius. I'm trying to take my time with this one because I feel like, you know, there was a message that needed to get out. But I think I stumbled through this video. So hopefully you guys understand what I was trying to say here. Let's see what else is going on here, Aquarius. Uh-oh, that didn't even shuffle correctly. All right. More messages, please, Spirit. That was enough. So, Aquarius. Oh. I was going to say this looks like... No. I thought these were all of the same cards that were pulled the last video, but they're not. I think the last video I did was Gemini. This was a card that was in the Gemini reading, however. So I feel like this is what you want. Okay, this might not be what's here right now, but this is what you're asking for of your partner, of life in general. You want square biz. You want something serious. You don't have time to play. You don't have time to deal with anybody else's confusion, right? Because I feel like someone else's confusion is confusing you, right? But you're about square biz, okay? No BS. I'm talking square biz. Dun, 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 dun. Flashback, who's that? Dancing to the latest. I forgot the rest. Greatest on your shoulders over me. Anyway. Aquarius, you may have a crush right now, or someone may have a crush on you. Okay, we'll just leave that there. And there's also something that is none of your concern anymore. So it looks like you're moving from this whole none of your concern person to possibly this crush. But obviously that's up to you, Aquarius. For some of you, life could be feeling like hell on earth at the moment. Like there's a lot going on. This could have to do with that confusion. Could feel like hell in your head. You know what I mean? Like it's so much going on right now. All right. So some of you may be feeling like you're experiencing hell on earth. When a good thing goes bad, it's not the end of the world. This is something that I would like for everyone to understand, and not just some people. It's not the end of the world because one situation doesn't work out. Like, you didn't come into this world with that situation. That situation was created, right? So with anything that is created, it can be destroyed. The only thing that cannot be destroyed is energy. So when something goes bad, it's not the end of the world. You start something new. Okay, doesn't mean jump from one relationship to the next. Doesn't mean jump from one job to the next. Doesn't mean jump from one business to the next. It just means that sometimes it just means that you need to find a new approach. All right? Sometimes to the same situation, sometimes to a new one. Just change your approach. Guess what else? All things go. Okay? All things go. When a good thing goes bad, it's not the end of the world. Because all things go. Stop thinking you own things. Like, we're our souls. We're not this vessel that we sit in. This is a vehicle for us to be here on this earth. All of this shit goes. It doesn't Come with us to our next life. I don't know how deep you guys get, but I get pretty deep. Everything that's surrounding you at the moment, after death, you don't even see it. You don't feel it. You might not even remember it. Okay? We take very little to our next lifetime. All you have